I mean, and the wide receiver Michael Pittman, just what is he like having to cover him?
Aggressive guy, bigger guy, someone who they like to target a lot. So that's someone we want to get after, pretty fast. But shoot, with the running back they got back there, that's the person who we got to stop first. So, we won't get a chance if we can't stop him. So the main thing is we got to stop that guy first, take him out the game, and make Matt Ryan got to use the receivers that he have, and understanding that Pittman is one of his main guys. You got to better take him out the game, and eliminate that.
I know you guys had the whole preseason to work with Coach Caldwell, but just being in this, going into the second week, just how have you felt with his defense and just being with those guys?
Oh, the main thing with this defense, he give you a lot of chances to, to make chances or checks, and it depends on what formations or motion, regular motion, jet motion. He gives us opportunity to make plays on anything. But the main thing is when it comes to making checks, everybody got to be on the same page. So, that's something that we want to continue to get better with. We all spoke about it today after practice. It should be no formation or no shift where ain't everybody talking. So that's the main thing we got to get better at. So leaving week 1 to where it was, the main thing we take from that is let's keep talking. You see something, say something. So going into week 2, it got to be better. And with the team that's coming in, guys who these rivals, so everything got to be on point, and it will be. So the main thing that's going into this week is communication.
Was that the primary thing you saw when you watched the tape back, Shaq, that was really lacking?
Oh, yeah, for sure. The main thing is, when you get into certain calls and certain situations, if you don't relay that message and one guy's not on the same page as the others, a lot of bad things can happen. So, the main thing is that's what we want to fix that. So, I take the full responsibility for that. As a captain, as a leader, I got to be the guys to make sure that everything is set. Even when it go to the end of the game, if I got to say a couple more words to make sure we stay intact, continue to play with poise, continue to make the calls we need to make, and continue to talk to each other each play and each motion and shift, then I continue to do that. So, I take full responsibility on that one. But like I said, the main thing this week is we don't have to let that happen again. So it's good that it happened early so it doesn't happen tomorrow.
Did the Commanders do anything that you guys weren't expecting, especially that wide receiver room?
Oh, no, not at all. Everything that we went over is something that we saw. I feel like the way that it played out, that was completely on us, and that's something that we can correct. So like I said, I'm glad it happened early because that's something that I don't see happening no more, because the main thing we got to do is communicate with each other and be on the same page.
When you watch the Colts tape, how has Pittman grown from when you saw him in last year's finale to now?
The maturity, the confidence level, that's something that you continue to see. That's a bigger, aggressive guy, a guy that's, I know for a fact, is one-on-one, he'll definitely bet on himself, and that's the type of confidence that guy brings. I noticed that, coming into this year, and that's someone who I can't wait to go get a chance to go against. Someone who I'm going to be seeing for the next couple of years. So, it's going to be cool to kind of see his growth. But that's a guy who they trying to go to, and that's somebody we got to take out the game. So, that's somebody who I'll definitely be focusing on.
Did you guys, when you were with Seattle, did you face Matt Ryan at all? Because obviously I know you guys didn't play him last year you guys did with the you guys
the first year we played, I think Matt Ryan had was dealing with a couple injuries. The year after that, I got a chance to face him, but I think Julio wasn't playing. So it's either I got a chance to play with Julio without Matt, or I played with Matt without Julio. So I got a chance to play against Matt Ryan at least one time. I know he was dealing with a couple injuries a couple years back, but I faced him at least once.
How did you see when you looked at the Colts tape from this past week against the Texans? Maybe how did the Colts use him as opposed to how he was playing the game with the Falcons?
Oh man, well you could tell he got a lot of experience. He did good with managing the ball. Getting a lot of compliments off the run, and hitting guys in open areas when they're seeing defense sitting in zones. So you can tell this guy is definitely prepped. He's been prepped for a very long time. So this is a guy that we got to continue to make things look a little different for him. He's been around for a while. So like I said, the main thing is we got to take away his weapons, and kind of let the guys around him have to beat us, and not Matt.
Did it surprise you that they really didn't run Jonathan Taylor all that much to start the game?
But what's crazy is you can say that, but at the end of the game, he got 31 rushes. So, what's crazy about being a running back, you might not see something early, but you can get maybe 15 to 20 on the back end of the game. And in the show, because 31 touches is considered a lot, we talking about how many plays that we have. So, if you ask me, he did see the ball a lot, but maybe they might change it up. Sometimes depending on who we playing. So I'm pretty sure they might want to run a little bit more early on, or they might keep the same game plan, but we'll be ready for both.
Jack, you talked about it a little bit. Just talking about Matt Ryan in general. Obviously, he's a different kind of guy than Carson Wentz. He likes to sit in the pocket, step in the pocket, and love the football. How much more of an emphasis is it for, like you said, making sure you maintain that constant communication with you guys on the back end?
Yeah, just make sure we're all on the same page. We know a lot of teams now, if you see from the Commanders game, they're going to hit with a lot of jet motions. They're going to continue to change strength motions and different formations to kind of get us on our toes. And the main thing is, the main emphasis this week is, whatever happens, we got to see each other. We got to make a call to each other. And no matter what it is, if we all wrong, we all right. And when that's the case, man, we just got to say something and be on the same page. And when we like that, I think we'll be unstoppable. So, that's the main emphasis going to this week. I feel like we started off with a great day, Wednesday. The main thing is we're just talking. Even if you feel like it's wrong, let's go back and correct it. But as long as we're saying something, we got to get comfortable enough to make any decision fast and be able to play whatever it is. Like I said, we all wrong, we all right. So we got to be ready for it.
You sort of alluded to a little bit earlier.